Did everybody get their coffee? Good morning. Thank you so much for coming. I'm honored by your presence. I'm Sergeant Don Franson. I'm a reserve with the Sheriff's Office, and I'm also the president of Police Athletic League, Brevard County Police Athletic League. I'd like to once again say thank you for coming, and got a lot of smiling faces out there. I like that. Moving forward, I'm pretty long-winded, so I could be up here for a long time, but I was told I got to make this short. So, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the board members for the Police Athletic League. Would the board members please stand up? We have to make this quick for a couple of reasons, because we promised we'd only make it for an hour and a half. So with that said, I want to introduce our Sheriff, Wayne Ave. Would you please come forward?
Thank you, Don. He knows that if he gets long-winded, he won't be a sergeant anymore, so we'll take care of that. We pay him a lot of money, too. We don't pay him anything. He does this as a volunteer. So, first of all, thank you. Thank you for being here with us today. Thank you for supporting what I believe is one of the most important programs we have in our community, and that is a program that is reaching out to get to our kids before they get to us at that jail. And that's what this is all about. This is about creating programs that put positive influence in a child's life, creating programs that rewards a child that's doing great in academics and everything else, by putting them in a positive light, putting them in a positive aspect of sports, life skills, everything else. And that's what truly this program does. I will tell you that today you're going to hear us talk a lot about the board members and the people that make this happen. And it is truly a blessing to have not only a great team, a great board that Don as the president heads up, but also having the community support that we have. And it is just unbelievable. So I know we're going to go a little bit out of order here. And take care of someone that has to leave. Where's Buzz at? Where's Buzz? I can't. Buzz, come on up here for me, if you will, please. Buzz Pestos has been just an incredible member of our board. Has done a tremendous job for us through the years. Has taken on some additional responsibilities and things within the community, and is actually going to step aside for a little bit as a board member. But his leadership, his guidance, his commitment to the PAL program over the years has just been absolutely amazing, and we are truly going to miss him. We actually tried to get him to stay. He refused, so we're going to arrest him at the end of today. He's going to do it as a volunteer out at the jail. But Buzz has just been a guiding light for us, and we certainly want to thank you. Special thank you to Buzz Pestos in recognition and appreciation for all your years of dedication, service, and knowledge while serving on the board from 1997 to 2014, Brevard County Sheriff's Office Police Athletic League. So, Buzz, thank you, my friend. Thank you. Buzz has to step out a little bit early, so we wanted to make sure we recognized him. And I don't know if you want to.
Just a couple words, and I really want to thank the sheriff. He's really taken this up a notch. All the sheriffs have been involved, from Phil Williams when we first started the league to Wayne, and Wayne really stepped up, got this organized. He came to the board and said, what can I do? And he's gotten more and more involved all the time. I think he's done a great job, the board's done a great job, and without y'all, we wouldn't be where we're at. So I want to thank y'all for attending today and all your continued support. So thanks very much.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Michael. Thanks. Take care.
I'll be talking to you.
Okay, Bob.
Thank you very much, Buzz. Moving forward, I want to thank the most special guest here, the most important guest that's actually here. And that guest is every one of you. None of this would be possible without you, without your generosity, your donations, your support. My staff, the board members, and me come to you and with sincerity and genuineness come and ask you for donations, and every time you're there to help us. And none of this would be possible. All these pictures of these kids and without every one of you here. You guys are the pillars of community. You guys make this happen. And once again, I want to thank you for being here. A lot of these pictures don't tell the real story. They're just slides to me. They're just slides to me, though they show what happens. But the real stuff that really happens that makes me so excited to be up here, and like I said, I could talk a long time, but is just those smiling faces and the kids running around, and whatever the case may be, they're going to a Magic game. These are kids that normally would not have that opportunity to experience the fun, all the stuff that we teach them, the togothership and the bonding, and it's just amazing. It's amazing, and I can go on and talk about it. But thank you for being here, and I want to give all of you applause for being here. Thank you. This is our second annual Breakfast with the Sheriff, and I keep it. I hope it keeps moving forward. We've been real proud of this event. With that said, I want to have someone took ownership of this event and wouldn't be the event that is today. So I'd like Ralph Brown to please stand up. Ralph, can you come up here? Ralph took ownership of this event and made it what it is today. And without him, it wouldn't be what it is today. So thank you, Ralph. Kip, where are you? Kip is our director for the Police Athletic League, and I'm going to hand it off to him.
Thank you, guys. I've got a short presentation here for you. First of all, I just want to thank again, before I start this, our board who's been there to help me out and help out the kids, obviously as well the sheriff. Without all of them, we wouldn't be able to do what we've been able to do. And also, especially, I want to thank all of you as well. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for supporting us. To go ahead and start off, I want to go ahead and thank you, our sponsors for this specific event, who've helped to make this possible. The Courtyard by Marriott, Caltech Industries, and Biz 360 Tours. And I wanted to go ahead and just open up. I know we talked about Buzz has been here since 1997. Buzz has actually been here since the very beginning of our program. The PAL program started in 1997, and our mission for the PAL program is to provide leadership, team building, and self-esteem improvement, and to promote a drug and alcohol-free lifestyle through positive law enforcement interaction, education, and athletic programs. And I'm just going to take some time to just go over, I'm going to highlight some of our programs that we've been doing this year. Some of our programs we've actually continued from last year, which would be the YDC program, the Explorers program, and also our Shop the Cop. But in 2014, we've also added on several new programs to the PAL program, which we're very excited about. Our wrestling club, our summer basketball camp, our summer wrestling camp, our summer basketball camp, our kickboxing and self-defense, our midnight basketball, and some mentoring programs, which I'm going to go over just a quick detail of it, just so you guys kind of know what's going on with our PAL program as of right now. Our YDC program is actually, unfortunately, she was not able to make it here today, but is ran by Mary Jane Benny, who does a fantastic, fantastic job with the kids. And also Miss Melanie Evans is here, and Miss Melanie Evans actually just joined our board this month. But she's been a long-time volunteer for the YDC program. Our YDC program is kind of like a mentoring, leadership development, also public speaking skills, and we try to encourage the kids. They kind of do a short little counseling with the kids just to make sure they're not getting bullied, or know how to avoid bullies, know how to avoid peer pressure, to stay away from drugs and alcohol. But one of the greatest things that I love, and I know Buzz just left, but our YDC program actually teams up directly with the City of Cape Canaveral, and we just do a lot there. Buzz, I think, probably helped orchestrate that, I'm sure. And they do a fantastic job just in the community, helping the city. They also go outside the city though and do a lot of other community service outside the city. And our next program is actually our Explorers program, which I want to go ahead and say if Sherry and Jay can stand up. They actually run our Explorers program. Our Explorers program is for kids that have an interest in law enforcement. It's kind of, when I think of it, it's kind of like ROTC at the schools. But this is something to help prepare kids for a future in law enforcement. But it's also, even if they're not interested in law enforcement, it's just a great opportunity. They learn a lot of leadership skills, a lot of discipline, and just also how to handle tough situations. They actually teach them how to handle situations like if they were actually a deputy, how would you go in and handle these situations? And the program is actually for any kids from 8th grade and up. They're age 14 up to 21 years of age. This is actually one of our programs we've been doing for a long time. It is probably one of the Sheriff's Office most special programs, I feel. Our Shop with a Cop, which actually is this year, just so everyone knows, is going to be December 6th. And we work with both Target and Walmart. And each of our deputies volunteer their time. And they come out and they'll take one of the kids and just take them into the Target, Walmart, and allow them to be able to buy the gifts that they would not normally be able to afford to be able to buy due to maybe economic hardships or anything that their parents are going through. Also, another thing that I've seen in the past, and it just melts my heart, is a lot of times these kids will buy gifts for others that they would not be able to afford to buy. And it's just a fantastic opportunity. I know the sheriff loves that. It's one of our best programs that we do. The next program we actually have is our wrestling program. He was not able to make it here today, but because he's actually a teacher at Merritt Island High School. But our wrestling program is actually ran by Graham Smith. But this year. Next year, we're going to be having a couple more join us. And I know John is here. John, you can stand up. John is actually going to be one of our volunteer support. So John's going to be running our wrestling our wrestling program out of the city of Melbourne, and we also have one that's going to be starting up next year in the city of Palm Bay as well. The wrestling program is actually for kids 1st through 12th grade. Many people know that we do have wrestling at the high school level, but a lot of kids don't get the opportunity or really know much about wrestling ahead of time. So by the time we get to the high school level, it's something that's brand new to them. So this is a great opportunity for kids to learn discipline, the basic skills of wrestling, so that way when they get to the high school level, they have a much better chance. Especially, one of the things that we really want to help the kids do is to get scholarships and help them be able to afford to be able to go to college. So this is just another great opportunity that we do with allowing them to do this ahead of time before they get to high school level. It gives them a better chance to get scholarships. So our next program is our summer basketball camp program. This year we actually had, he's not here today, but we had one of our deputies, our student resource officers from the city out of Hoover Middle School, was actually the person who ran it, and his name is Deputy Mike Doyle. And with his assistance, we also had several other deputies there to help us. And the summer basketball camp, we provided a fun, safe environment. And we also allowed the kids to be able to do physical, mental, and social development. And it was just a great program this year. We had a total of 130 kids out of a 4-week period, and 30 plus of those kids were actually on scholarships. So that's thank you to you guys for your guys' sponsors to be able to help us to be able to afford to be able to give scholarships out to these kids. Also, the program we did this year, we actually had, like I said, four different weeks. We had 2 weeks in the city of Merritt Island. We also had a week at Melbourne and a week in Titusville. And I want to give a special thanks, I know they're here right now, to the First Baptist Church Merritt Island and Merritt Island Christian. They actually allowed us to use their facilities for free to run our camps there. And they also not only helped us out, they also did a lot of our marketing for us. So it really helped us get the word out about our program. So I want to give a special thank you to them as well. And also, I want to just highlight the enforcers. The enforcers actually came out to each of our basketball camp the last day, and they got to play with the kids, hang out with the kids. I know Greg Buttrick is here, one of the other enforcers. If you guys can just stand up for me real quick. And I know the sheriff is on the team too, which you guys can see him right there. But our enforcers actually placed, I just want to highlight for them real quick, our enforcers placed second overall in the, let's see, the United States Police and Fire Championships out in, I think, was it San Francisco? San Diego, California this year. So they did a fantastic job. So I really just want to highlight them and thank them. They're going to really help us launch our basketball leagues for next year, basketball programs. They've been doing a fantastic job to help us out. Our next program is actually our kickboxing program, which if any of you guys saw the newspaper, we highlighted that in the newspaper. If I can have David DeQuillo stand up. David actually runs the kickboxing program for us. Just to give you a little bit of insight on David, David made it into the top 10 of the world rankings after his 5th professional fight. He became the U.S. champ in 1989 and held on to it until his semi-retirement in 1994. During his reign, he secured the #1 world ranking in 4 of the sanctioning bodies, or all 4 of the sanctioning bodies. So David's been doing a fantastic job for us. We just started the program in July, and we already have about 6 or 7 kids that come on a regular basis. We do have other kids that show up as well. But also just kind of highlight it, David also does do adult programs too, so if any of you guys are interested. He's a fantastic guy. He's great with the kids. So, and the kickboxing program is really just to help teach the kids some self-defense, also to help with discipline, respect, and their leadership skills. One of our new programs we just started this year, I'm really excited about it, and if I can have Miss Lori, who's actually on camera right now, wave. She's been there at every single midnight basketball. Our midnight basketball we did it every other Friday night, and it was just an opportunity for kids to come out totally free for the kids. They can just come out. On average, we had about 40 to 60 kids at each of our midnight basketballs. They just come out and play basketball, and it's a great way just to keep them off the street, keep them busy, and out of trouble. And also, that program, we did it at the Woody Simpson Center in Merritt Island, but it brought kids in from all over the county. One of our next programs is the mentoring. It's one of our mentoring programs. We actually have teamed up with the Boys and Girls Club of America on that. We've helped a lot of the kids were able to come out to our summer basketball camps from the Boys and Girls Club. And we're going to work with them quite a bit, hand in hand, to make sure these kids have a great opportunity. Whatever areas that the Boys and Girls Club are not able to fill, we're going to kind of come in and help to fill those areas so these kids have an even better chance for a better future. The other mentoring program we do, we've actually teamed up with G Resolutions out of this city of Rockledge. They come out, they do a lot of talks. They've come to all of our camps we've done and a lot of our other programs, just talk to the kids about making the right choices. Whether it be drugs, alcohol, peer pressure, and stealing. They are a fantastic job. That's actually ran by, their names are Miss Betty and Mr. Trevor. And they've actually come out also to help us out with our midnight basketball, and they've been a fantastic help for us. So that's all of our programs that we've done so far for 2014. We're working to start another program still, that's still in the workings, but this will be an introduction to cheerleading, and it's going to be for just mostly introductory skills, tumbling, different programs that kids would do. And then we're going to be at one of the local gyms here is allowing us to use their facilities for free. And what we'll do is, as those kids learn and grow and they decide they want to go into cheerleading, they can, or if they just want to stay with us, because it's going to be basically $5 or $6 a month. It's pretty much going to be a free program for the kids. These are some of our new programs we're going to be starting up in 2015. We're going to be working to build basketball leagues, dodgeball leagues. Our dodgeball leagues, we're going to do 6th grade through 8th grade, 9th grade through 12th grade, and we're actually going to add an adult division because we know a lot of adults want to play. But that's more just to make it a family fun environment. allow the parents and the kids to be able to play the same day and be able to spend time with each other and come out and enjoy the day. We're also looking to start more mentoring programs, and next year we're going to be starting up on the first and third Friday of every month. We're going to be starting up a midnight basketball in the city of Titusville, Mims area. And I want to thank again just all of our partners that we have, the Boys and Girls Club, First Baptist Church, G Resolutions, Brevard County Parks and Recs, which I did not get a chance to mention them. They've been fantastic with us. We're actually partners with them. They allow us to use their facilities whenever they're available for no cost to us. So they've been a huge help to us. And then Go Green Charity Recyclers, they've actually helped us. Someone allows us to put one of their bins, recycling bin, clothing bin, on their property, 10 cents out of every pound of clothes that is donated goes directly back to our program. So it's a great opportunity for us, no cost to the people. They can just allow to put the bin on their properties, and it just gives back to us on a monthly basis. And I just like, once again, be able to just thank all of our sponsors here today. We have a list right here. You can just take a quick look. These are all of our gold level sponsors. People that donated $250 to us. Our next one is our platinum level sponsors. I just want to thank you guys again. These are people who have donated $500 towards the breakfast today. And these are our diamond level sponsors. People who have donated $1,000 or more to our breakfast today. And I really want to thank you once again for more than $1,000 diamond levels. Like I said, these people are $1,000 sponsors. And I really want to give a big thank you to our very first premier level partner, Sundance Ranch, powered by TransformaCon right here. This is our very first time doing this. It's a $5,000 level sponsor. With that sponsor, we are going to, any shirts that we will make next year, they'll be able to have their logo put on it. So next year we're expecting about 1,000 shirts or so. Also, any of our events we do, they're allowed to come to our events, meet, mingle, people set up a table if they want. So it's just a great opportunity, and I just want to really thank you guys so much for helping us, and thank you for all you guys are doing for us. All right, and once again, I just want to thank again all of our special sponsors for this event. We have the Courtyard by Marriott for sponsoring our banquet room and the breakfast. Caltech Industries for the 2 guns that we have for raffle. Biz 360 Tours, the photograph services, including the signed photos with the sheriff. B&H Guns there's a gun carrying case with assorted goodies for our raffle. And when speaking of that, I just want to make sure you guys remember these 2 lovely young ladies right over here, Jamie and Jamie, are still going to be doing raffle tickets. So if you guys still want to, make sure you guys go over there, stop by. I'm getting ready to release you guys for breakfast here in just a minute, so if you guys get a chance to go over there, the tickets are only $10 a ticket or $12 for $100. And as you can see, we got 3 great items over there that we raffled off separately, so just go over there and get your tickets. Don't forget to do that. And I just want to thank you again for all of our sponsors who have come here, all of our partners, and just really thank you guys so much. If you guys can just give yourselves a hand again. And now I'm going to go ahead and release you for breakfast. I'll go ahead and do it a couple tables at a time. That way it's not too rushed. If I can start right here with Sundance Ranch. If you guys can go ahead and grab your breakfast. And we'll just work our way around Ralph's table as well. If you guys can go ahead and get started. And then I'll walk around and I'll release you each other tables as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sheriff Ivey.
All right. Hopefully everybody enjoyed a great breakfast, and I certainly want to thank Don and his team for everything they've done. So please give him a round of applause. He's been asking for applause from everybody. I'm gonna take a few minutes of your time, and I'm gonna share what our vision with the PAL program is, and it really comes down to, in essence, making sure that there's a positive influence in a child's life. I was having a chance a few minutes ago to talk to some of you at your tables, and we were talking about that So many programs just focus on one aspect. So many programs just focus on maybe a group of kids that are at risk. Other programs focus on kids that are celebrating success and everything else. This program focuses on both. And I think it's vital to our community. I think it's vital to our community that we reach out for those kids that are at risk in our community, that are the ones that are right on that cusp of maybe one day getting in trouble. But we can't overlook the other kids that are out, that are working hard, that are getting the academics, that have actually a fortunate life of maybe having parent involvement and those things. So this program, our vision was to reach out to everybody in the community. Any kid that we can touch with a positive light, any kid that we can set in front of a Sherry that goes out and does such great work with our Camp Chance and bringing in Sherry. This year we had almost 400 kids that we impacted with Camp Chance. When we have a chance to put a kid in front of that positive influence, to put a kid with a law enforcement officer that understands the importance of keeping them on the right track, of keeping them out of trouble, that's a chance we can't overlook. That's a chance that we can never miss. And I will be honest with you and tell you from the very beginning, if not for you sitting in those chairs, we would miss every one of those chances. If not for your support, because this isn't funded by our budget, this is funded by two things. You giving us the courtesy of supporting this program and volunteers. Everybody that's involved in the PAL program is a volunteer. Every one of them. We have Kip, who actually is our director, and to be quite honest, we tried for many years doing it with a volunteer. We brought Kip in and actually said, listen, this is your job, all right? And you get what you pay for. And we had 3 other people that were better than Kip. They wouldn't take the job, so we went with Kip. No, I'm kidding. He came in and he made it his life. He brought it in and said, This is going to be something that I want to be proud of, a legacy that we all look to leave behind. This is a great program. And going back in years past, it's a program that at times struggled, but it's not struggling now. It's not struggling because you have embraced it. You have gotten involved in it. And I'm going to tell you, we are at a turning point in our society where we have to embrace the concept of getting to these kids before they get to us. Once they get out to our jail, they are part of that system. They are a part of, we are trying to correct it now instead of steer it. I want to steer them. I want to take them to the places that they need to go. I want to give them the life skills. You talked about our mentoring programs, how we're mentoring kids. Well, what all goes into mentoring? Does it just go in and say, hey, I'm a law enforcement officer and you should listen to what I say? No, because a lot of times we got to peel back the layers of the onion to ever get to talk to that kid, to ever get to that point where that kid will trust us and listen to us. Mentoring goes a lot deeper than that. Mentoring goes into reaching out to that kid, understanding what that child's going through, understanding the possibilities of success for that child. That's what mentoring is about. We have to teach kids life skills. You heard that we take kids to the Magic game, or we take them out to the stadium, or we take them to the golf course where they can learn to hit a golf ball. You'd be amazed how many kids in our society today have never had the chance to experience any of those until they come to the PAL program. You'd be amazed. You'd be amazed how many kids don't know how to, and I'm talking about 16, 17-year-olds, don't know how to tie a tie to get ready to go on a job interview, how to balance a checkbook, how to sit at a table and feel comfortable in going out to an event like we're at and knowing how to have their manners and eat and everything else. That's mentoring. That's putting life skills in the hands of our leaders for tomorrow. And that's what this program does. We as a society have to embrace it. We are at a turning point. You are about to see some things happen in our society that if we don't grab it and stop it, it is going to be brutal for our community. I never miss the opportunity to talk to people about what's coming up on the ballot on November 4th with the medical marijuana issue. Don't go in there and vote on that amendment just thinking that you're voting to help someone who's in need, because that's not what that amendment's about. That amendment is about opening the door for legalizing medical marijuana. Our state attorney, Phil Archer, will tell you the same exact thing. That's what that amendment's about. I would do anything I could to help someone in our society that's suffering. We just a couple days ago lost one of our dearest members, Dan Thrush, who passed away from cancer. Each and every one of us would have done anything to help Dan. But I guarantee if Dan was standing here right now, he'd tell you, don't do that. Don't go that direction. When you look at that amendment, it is frightening. And the thing that scares me the most about that amendment is that a 13-year-old, an 11-year-old, a 10-year-old can walk into a doctor's shop and walk out the door with a recommendation for medical marijuana and their parent never has to know about it. That's what we're facing in that amendment. That's what we're facing as a society. We have to get the drugs out of their hands. We got to get a basketball in their hand. We got to get them on the wrestling mat. We got to teach them life skills. And we don't have a single chance to do that without a program like this. And I promise you, this program doesn't have a chance if not for people like you. We have to work together as a community. It takes a community to protect a community. The other thing that frightens me in our society today that this program does everything possible to fill the void of and still will never get to be able to fill that full void is our lack of parenting today. When we get phone calls that says, little Johnny won't get on the school bus, what should I do? Really? You're calling me? I shouldn't have to be the chief law enforcement officer in your child's life. You are. Take control of your children. We started a program not long ago called Time to Be a Parent Again. The catchword in that is again, because we used to be parents. We used to not fear getting in trouble for disciplining our kids. We went and we put together a 3-hour seminar that we asked parents to be involved in their children's life. We asked parents to take and hold their children accountable, to teach them that there's consequences for their actions. Because they are the chief law enforcement officer of their children every day, 24 hours a day. When we come in, it's too late. It is already past the time. So we as a society have to embrace the concept of parenting. We have to get back into it, and we're not. We are actually about to take our Time to Be a Parent Again class to Central Florida. The legislator, our state, our Speaker of the House and our Senate President asked us to pilot the program we started in Brevard County in 3 other counties in Central Florida because they see the importance of getting to these kids, getting the parents involved and getting to them. Well, I can tell you, this program does everything it can to fill that void where it's missing. But we'll never be able to completely fill that void as a parent. We got to get parents involved. And we are working to do that. We are working as a community to do that, and we're going to continue to do that. When you look at some of the programs we have up here, the wrestling program, we're reaching kids at 5 and 6 years old that for the next 10 years of their life are going to see a positive influence of law enforcement officers and coaches that are walking them through the steps of day to day. I can tell you that I was blessed to have 2 great parents, but I was also blessed to have a community that helped raise me too. A wrestling coach that took me under his wing and taught me what I should be doing right from wrong. I had all those blessings. Not every kid in our society has that. And that's where we have to step to the plate and be able to do it. Our basketball program. We talked about our Enforcers basketball team, which, by the way, if you saw that picture, you saw me out in San Diego in my uniform. Coach Buttrick can attest to it. I was the leading scorer for the team. Right, Greg? If he wants to keep coaching, yes, sir, that's exactly right. Yeah. Well, here's how it works. Greg told me, Sheriff, if you keep recruiting good basketball players, you're going to recruit yourself out of a position on the team. And I said, no, I'm not, because I'm not just a player. All right? I'm a manager and an owner as well, so I'm always going to be on that team. But when you look at the Enforcers basketball team that did a phenomenal job, Greg and Land did a great job coaching us out there. When you look at that team that went out and represented our agency, we're a little agency compared to we played LAPD and Memphis and everybody else. But that team did that out there to have fun. What they do here as volunteers is amazing. Coming to our summer camps, volunteering their time. All right, you saw one of them up here, Mark Spencer, one of our basketball players. You saw him on the basketball court helping kids at summer camp. You saw him stand in a photograph with me at Shop with a Cop. Not once was he being paid to do that. Mark and the other deputies volunteer to do that because they see the impact that it can have on a kid. Our basketball team comes in and helps with the summer camp. We go out and we play challenge games against the high school teams. We played O'Galley last year in a in-school match where they packed the stands. They let the kids buy themselves out of class. They had every kid in the school sitting in there to watch our team play the basketball team from their school. I told our team afterwards, today, somebody decided they want to be a deputy. Today, one of those kids sitting in the stands saw the positive reaction, the professionalism that our team and said, you know what, I want to do that one day. That's the outreach we have to have. That's the getting out and getting to these kids before they get to us. And we couldn't do it without you. We absolutely couldn't. We have a great staff. We have a great team that all have passion and energy to do this. But you know as well as I do, you can have the best message in the world. And if you can't market it, it's not any good. We have to have your support, and we greatly appreciate your support. It comes in all different types of support. It comes in financial and volunteering and everything else. But without you, we wouldn't have the successes that we celebrate today with this program. And we wouldn't have the chance that we have to celebrate even more successes tomorrow. So from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of the 1,400 men and women of our agency, I say thank you. Thank you for being here today, taking the time out of your busy day, and thank you for everything you do to support what I believe is a program that is going to continue to make a difference in our community. So I know we have some special recognitions that we want to do, but again, thank you for everything you guys do for us. So give yourselves a round of applause, please. All right, Don, you coming up? All right. First up, Don talked earlier about Melanie Evans. Melanie, can you come up? Melanie has volunteered with us for 5 years as part of our YDC program at Canaveral. Her leadership, her guidance has just been second to none for us. If you'll permit me, a special thank you to Melanie Evans in recognition and appreciation for all her years of volunteer service dated September 4th of 2014. So, Melanie, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. You want to say anything?
I'm shocked. I just have to say I love working with the kids. We have a great group, and I can't tell you how much your support means to me. These kids are just fantastic. We keep getting more and more kids, and the ones that leave us we miss when they go away. And sometimes they go away to college, and we're thrilled to pieces about that. Some of them go to BCC and they stick around and they find reasons to come back by and aren't quite ready to graduate. Kip has seen that. And we love that. But we have some really great kids, and I wish you all could get to know them, but that's why I do what I do, and I can't thank you enough for making that possible. So thank you for being here, and thank you very much for this.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. Yvonne Nicholas. Where's Yvonne? She's standing in the back, hiding, which is kind of ironic, because a lot of the stuff that we do out here, there are people that are out in front. There are people that are kind of the face of the PAL program. The real work is also going on behind the face. There are people that, like Yvonne, who for the past 6 years has dedicated her time. She works for us at the Sheriff's Office, but she dedicates her volunteer time to help with the PAL program and keep all of the administrative side of it, everything else going and keeping us straight in that regard. And without people that are doing it at behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, and in the middle of the scenes, this doesn't happen. So we wanted to recognize Yvonne in recognition and appreciation for all her years of dedicated service, September 4th, 2014. Thank you. You want to say anything?
Thank you.
I love putting them on the spot. Our partners from First Baptist Church of Merritt Island. You've heard us talk a couple times about them allowing us to use their facility, the incredible support that we get. And I will tell you, as I said earlier, their support comes in all different shapes. Support of an organization like this is just second to none for us. And so we wanted to recognize First Baptist Church of Merritt Island. If their team would come up. Thank you, my friend. Yes, sir. Hold on, Lindsay. It's the one-shot wonder right there.
Yes.
She's taking one. David, you want to say anything, or?
Real quick, we're all in the. It's awesome that us in the same room are all on the same page. We just want what's best for our kids, and Pastor Brian, it's the same way. Same way. We're all in the same business. We want to help our kids out. So I appreciate what you guys do as well. So thanks for having us here. Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you. The last person that we're going to recognize today is somebody that probably everybody in this room knows. He likes to get his way, I will tell you that. But that's okay, because his way for our PAL program, his way for the community is usually doing great things to help this community. 2 years ago when we started this breakfast, this individual took it under his wing and said, I'm going to make this an iconic breakfast for us, a continuing tradition of helping to raise money so that throughout the year we can do what we need to do to help these kids. He started calling and talked to many of you in the phone. Probably some of you have him call blocked by now, which we unblocked that feature for him during this time of the year. But he just became very insistent that I want this breakfast to just be something that we're all proud of and something that helps generate what we need to do what we do. And he took it under his wing. He became a little bit insistent. He wanted all of our shirts to be yellow. We shot that down. He said, I'd like to have a yellow bus. We shot that down. And he said, well, what can I have that's yellow? And we said, well, you can wear a yellow shirt to the breakfast. So pretty much you know who I'm talking about now, right? So I'd like Ralph to come up, and I say this with absolute sincerity. Ralph Perone makes this event. He has a lot of support. He has a lot of people doing it, but he works the phones. He works his magic, and he and others help us today. And I think, Ralph, we're right at today's breakfast is about $40,000 that it has generated for the PAL program. So please, if you will, give Ralph a big round of applause. Ralph Perone, in recognition and appreciation for your outstanding leadership in the organization of the second annual Breakfast with the Sheriff, September 4th, 2014. Ralph, thank you, my friend. So, you want to say anything? All right, time's up. He would like to say something. No, go ahead, Ralph.
We have another event coming up soon, and we'll have all of the call blocks taken off that is. Let me brag on Ralph and actually Scott that's with us today also. You got to stand up. Actually, yeah, I forgot. Yep, yeah, stand on up. What have you guys been doing for the last 6 months of your lives? 7 months. 7
months. I'm off a month. What have you guys been doing?
Training, sir.
Training. These guys volunteered, and a lot of times in our organization, it's voluntold, but these guys volunteered to go to the Reserve Academy and become actual deputy sheriffs, reserve deputies for us. It was a 7-month commitment every Tuesday and Thursday, every other Saturday, correct? Every other Saturday. They've each made all of the commitments. They've passed all of their tests. September 23rd, I think, is the date. September 23rd, they will graduate from Reserve Academy. Charlie Nash is a longtime member of our reserve unit as well. But they will graduate. I will have the honor of swearing them in as reserve deputies with our agency, and they will continue to volunteer to go out and work and help support our agency on the mission that we do. So it happens at all different aspects. France Cirillo over with our reserve unit over there, our lieutenant, he's going to be the one in charge of all of them. He's looking going, boy, this is pitiful. But they have volunteered their time, and so please give them a round of applause for that as well. Don, are we ready to do our drawing?
Yes.
Okay, all right. You want to tell them how that's going to work, and then we'll pick somebody to come up and do the raffle?
How it's going to work?
Yeah, the raffle.
Yeah, the raffle. Yeah. All right, with the raffle. Ladies?
You ready for it? All right, we had to pick somebody that we know has absolute integrity, that would never, ever be dishonest about anything. So I've picked Coach Buttrick to come up, who you just heard say I was the leading scorer on the team. I've got a method to every madness I have, trust me. So, Greg's going to actually pull the numbers for us. Greg is also a volunteer, retired from the sheriff's office, volunteers to coach our basketball team, does all of the fundraising. Everything you see our Enforcer basketball team do, they do through fundraising, through their own support, and at the leadership of Greg. So, Greg, if you'll pull for us. What are we pulling for, Don?
We are pulling for a shotgun, a pistol, both donated by Kel-Tec, and some other prizes.
All right, which one is this one for?
This one's for the shotgun.
From Kel-Tec?
There it is. Hold on, I'm 48 years old. Hirsch. That's all they got on there.
Cliff
Hirsch.
Hirsch from Sunrise Bank.
That is correct. Cliff Hirsch from Sunrise Bank is the proud winner of a Kel-Tec shotgun.
Let me tell you about Kel-Tec. Derek sitting down here to my right, your left.
Derek, stand up, please.
Derek is a proud board member for our PAL team. Probably one of the most charitable organizations and people you'll meet. Almost any time we go to him and ask him to give us a raffle item, Kel-Tec volunteers to do that for us. We certainly appreciate his support, and I know somebody's going to appreciate having a nice gun for it. So thank you, Derek.
Next up is a Kel-Tec pistol. Mary Young. Is Mary Young present?
Mary Young.
Congratulations. Next up is a basket donated by a B&H gun rack with an assortment of different stuff, but let's go for it.
Walt Johnson.
That's your friend?
Yes.
I should have used that one on the shotgun.
All right, thank you very much, the proud winners.
Thanks, Greg. All right, you want to close out? You going to close this out? All right, as Don closed us out, again, I just want to personally thank you for all of your support, not only for the PAL program, but for everything you do to support our sheriff's office. I absolutely love the community support we get, and our deputies routinely tell me that they'll be sitting in a restaurant and somebody will walk over and pay for their meal and thank them for what they do in our community. We embrace our community. We know that it takes community to protect the community, and we certainly appreciate it. So thank you for being here this morning, everybody. Thank you.
Sheriff, we got someone raising their hand here.
I'd like to know if I can get a yellow squad car, please. Yeah, COP.
Watch this. Hey, Fran.
This is the conclusion of our breakfast. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope again to see you next year. Thank you.